Okay, it's here we go again, live at the studio and raring to give you a great time. I've got the camera setting up. You're here for your Pilates core work. In other words, everything about this next moment is going to work you deep into the core area. Glad you all had a little drink. Welcome back, Diane. Hopefully you're feeling refreshed and raring to go. I'm hoping the same people more or less are able to be in the room. I appreciate some can't, but we'll be doing it later. Hello, Lorna. Good day to you. Have your weights ready. You can start by lying on your back. And in lying on the back, make sure you have your head cushion, says Tanya, making sure she takes the head cushion with her. So lying on your back, head cushion ready. Square off your body, because I will start you lying down. The start of this workout then is lying on the back. It's Pilates Core, slowly, deliberately, and I'm hoping to start with a 4 breath pattern. Good morning, Ken and Susan. All right, let's get this show on the road then. Video 10 something. I think I've lost count. Hello, Jane. But we will work irrespective of the name of the video. Again, I've got myself angled to make sure I can see more clearly and you can see a better angle of me. So I'm lining myself down the centre of my mat. I refuse to just roughly go into position. It's a bit like yesterday was dynamic pace to try and shake you all up and let's sort of chasing away that COVID bloom. Today though, let's get back to our understanding of detail and plough our minds. First of all, if you're using weighted balls, in this opening moment, they are reaching under the palm of the hand and forwards. I may well do a separate video about how to work with the weights, but just now I believe that things I'm doing are really quite simple. If you're using bottles of water, cans of beans, or simply dumbbells, your hand will be on the actual bar of the dumbbell or the rolly end of the beans. Palms are down, shoulders away from the neck, shoulders are rounded up. If anything, your elbows are turned in. You're breathing deeply in and out and losing the tension that makes up 90% of the body, and it's inappropriate. So inhale and exhale. You've all the time in the world to allow the skeletal frame of you, back of the pelvis, spine, shoulder blades, to settle down. Okay, we're going to do a 4 breath pattern. As we breath out next, do a gentle pelvic tilt. Press down on the balls and feel that pelvic position tip using pelvic floor. Breathe in, keep the pressure on the balls as you breathe out, and experience the pelvis and the lumbar changing their shape. Once more, breath in. The breath out is your pelvic floor, ribcage placement, and imprinting, experiencing the pelvic position change. Breathe into the lumbar spine by being imprinted, and breathe out and experience neutral. Staying in neutral then, we have our prep. Heels feel equal connection to the ground, thigh bones are parallel and level. I'm in neutral pelvis. The breath out will push my hands to the ball and slide, rolling the ball forwards a fraction as my scapula come off. I breathe in nose to navel and breathe out and I slide and roll the ball back. Inhale, prep. Exhaling, you'll nod. Forwards rolling, you stay in neutral, heavy sacrum, breathe in, breathing out and back. You have 2 more. Experience what it is to follow the breath rather than anticipate the action around the move. So the best Pilates practitioners are guided by the breathing, whichever direction, followed by the movement. Okay. We're going to stay up there this next time, so exhaling to curl, have a breath in. Breathe out, press against the load with the hand weights, push the leg into heel slide, pull it back again, and then uncurl on the next breath out. Exhale, rolling, I'm in neutral, stay, breathe in, I'm in neutral. Extend with the next breath out, the leg away. Inhale, pull it back again, and breathe out and roll the spine down again. Now we're going to do both together. Exhale, rolling, leg extension. Inhale, reversing, leg back to bend. Breathing out, forwards bending, rib cage, spine, pressing into the weights, rolling without twisting, inhaling and back. Staying where you are then, in neutral. You're going to take the weights and take them so they face each other. They're about lined up with the breast, pec, chest area. They're not over your collarbones. Inhale to prep. I'm going to keep my head cushion as I then exhale, press my heels into the ground and do the equivalent of a glute brace, opening my chest, keeping my shoulder blades down and keeping my head squished into that foamy pad. On the next breath out, closing your arms and maybe rolling the spine down. Okay, inhale, you're back to base, neutral shoulder, neutral pelvis. Breath out, pelvic floor, navel, spine. I do my glute brace, which is a hip lift, open chest. I deliberately push my head down against the cushion to get more oblique connection and symmetry. And on the next breath out, the rib cage starts the rolling. I am not gripping my bum cheeks, people. I'm finding core, pelvic floor and hamstring to lift. If you struggle, by all means do a glute brace, but you won't get any of the magic that using your Pilates pelvic stability system gives you in this one. We have one more, big breath in. Exhaling the ribs, pressing through the heels, letting the head push and squish that foamy cushion. Inhaling to claim the moment and breathing out, the arms come, the rib cage rolls down, and there you go. Ready for your pelvic tilt again. Leave your arms here, check you've got your chin nodded in and nose pointing kind of beyond the mid of the weights. Breathe out and pelvic tilt. Pelvic floor, and now an imprint. Staying in imprint, breathe in. Breathing out, bring one leg to tabletop and connect the weight to that side knee. Breathe. Exhaling the second leg to tabletop, legs tight together. I've now got my weights pushing to the sides of my knees and my shoulders not rounded. Breathe out, bend your elbows and squish your weights in. Breathe in and go back down again, looking at the middle thigh. Exhaling, chin, nod, nose to navel, elbows bend down. Inhaling and down you go. If the weights are too high, because obviously arm length is everything, then by all means roll the ball down a tad. The principle is that as you pull your elbows into the sides of your hips, pull the navel in, you get a much tighter connection with your core. Next time, we're going to take the weights and breathe out. You pull the weights forwards. Inhaling, roll the ribcage spine down. Breathe. Your weights lead you forwards, the weights are facing each other, the knuckles are pointing forwards, and you're coming back knowing where your shoulder blades are. Exhaling to stay. So staying here, inhaling, arm circles, crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhaling, arm circles, crown of the head to the ceiling. Inhaling and exhaling. You're going to stay with your arms here. Place the head, neck and shoulders down. My arms are out sideways. I can see them in my peripheral vision. They're not too low. Breathe out and push the legs and reach the weights as though they could touch each other behind the legs. Breathe on and bend, lay the spine down. Get the detail, follow your breath and reach your arms in. So the side armpit, lats and serrats, you're in imprint. You're not overly tucking your bottom under. You sway back and really bend your wendies. You can feel your obliques working really hard. Next time the legs go, leave them there and take one leg down. I've got my left leg down and my left arm back. Inhale, exhaling, switch. Inhale, exhale and switch. Breathe in and breathe out. If it's in your neck, you can do exactly the same activity. Your lowering leg only goes as low as you can maintain the imprint of the spine. Your arms only go as far back as you can maintain ribcage placement and shoulder stability. So if you're struggling, you could take one arm out sideways and create L-shaped arms. That will still get you into your obliques. With the head down, you still get your obliques. So you're working either one arm out or one arm back and down. So it's as though you're walking your arms and your legs, waking up your core. Two more. Last time. Pull both legs in, put the weights forwards and roll yourself up. We should have woken up our lower abdominal area. You now have your feet level and we have our seated workout with the weighted balls. So you breathe in to get your shoulder blades to draw down the back. You'll feel your flexors working, partly because of the previous activity. We're now into rolling spine. To set this up properly though, I need your upper back to get your shoulder blades down. You'll lean back, taking the weights or keeping the weights at the sides of the knees. From there then, breathe in. Breathe out and pelvic tilt and almost slide the weights down the sides of your thighs. Have a breath in just here. Breathe out and slide the weights back again into your best seated position. Inhaling, exhale. Slide the weights down. Go a little bit further maybe. Breathe in, keep both thigh bones parallel. Exhale, pulling the rib cage and pulling the weights in. Last time, inhaling. So the weights on this activity help you roll back up because the load goes beyond your centre, okay? That's, if you're using green weights, you'll find that this is quite enabling in terms of spinal mobilising. Breathe in. But now we need the obliques. So we're going to lean ourselves back to where you found yourself. And then you'll exhale, pull the weight down, inhale and take it back. Remember obliques, they're about the rotation. So you'll open and close. Exhaling, inhaling and close. Breathing out, breathing in. Let's go a wee bit lower. Are you ready? Exhale, and other side, exhale. Have a slight bent elbow. One more each side, you should be deep. It's like a Russian twist in the gym where they throw their bodies everywhere. But this is coming from your rib cage, so it's really getting your obliques. Have your legs straight then, and roll down an inch and back up. By keeping the weights forwards of your pelvis, you assist the functional connection with the obliques. The area where you should get 90% of this just now is rib cage to navel. And I can feel equal roll pelvically from my ribs, from my pelvis as it flexes. There's nothing in my back. Strong, strong, strong obliques. This is your last one, and let that go. From there, we're going to quickly do a side position, simply to get a side moment in here. The sides is more about giving you an open hip after everything we've done. Side lying balance. I've got one arm out, shoulder, elbow connection, and one arm up here. Pull your toes to your nose, check you're not overly twisted. This is a mobiliser, so you're going to let the legs lift as your arm closes, weight on weight, and then flex your ankles and let them lower as your arm opens. Exhaling. Imagine you're a crocodile with the arm connection, and inhale, point. Exhaling. The ease of this movement pattern should really be the thing that defines it. So the legs are reaching, my pelvic shape stays with my waist off the floor on the side I'm lying. If you're a sway back, you'll struggle to make this look as effortless as it kind of does for a orthotic. But everyone, as long as you're not overly working and bullying out the right principles, you will get a lovely hip openness and a mobiliser for the shoulder. And the obliques just get that lovely kind of switch on. We'll go back to the original activity. Last two. And last one, pointing and flexing the ankles as and when, and refusing to get anything in your neck. That's all we're going to do there. We're going to spin up and do the other side straight away. The side position today is simply a remember for the body. I appreciate that tomorrow I need to really buy us a lot of side work. I felt that the leg workout today biased a lot of abductors, but side line balance didn't really happen. Pelvic alignment, left to right, and as the breath out happens, point the legs away, let them float, and on the inhale, opening. It needs to feel therapeutic, effortless, small and controlled, and so someone watching that it should betray the skill of side-line balance that is actually present in this ability to do side line. So the reaching, and the lowering down. Exhaling, reach. As your weighted ball comes forwards, it's asking more of the obliques to act. So the front area here has to kind of cope with the weight going forwards of the oblique, and it stops you rolling forwards by pelvic floor, navel to spine commands, and side hip active. Inhaling, shoulders away from the neck, exhaling, a lovely, lovely moment, and allow that to be it. So we're now ready for our lying on the front, moving head cushion. I'll reach my feet to get very much to the edge of the mat, and my feet are slightly wider than a normal standing position. Take the balls, and once again, very much like we started in the lying on your back sequence, the palms of the hands are on the balls. The legs have reached way beyond the mat to keep the length and space of the thigh bone within the pelvis. And you first shake, let the head go down. Let your shoulders shrug and just release without any effort. Palm of the hand is on the ball, breathe in. Breathe out and pelvic imprint the pubic bone. Keep your legs lengthened so there's some connection with the hamstring glute without the legs lifted. With the next breath out, roll your shoulder blades together, pressing against the ball, and extend the first couple of ribs away. Breathe in and breathe out and come down again, relaxing your arms slightly, nose to floor. Exhale, shoulder blades, push through the ball. I'm almost rolling with it. Inhale and exhale back. Shoulder blades, up. Inhale, shoulder blades, reverse, opposite range. Exhaling, pubic bone, navel to spine, scapula, push. Now stay and float the weights off the floor and turn them into the side of you. Inhaling, open the arms slightly and flow down to a hovered nose. Breathe out, push your weights back and assist the body up until the weights touch sides of the thighs. Shoulder blades stay together now. Exhale, find the scapula. Back of the armpit, lats and serrats. Some of your rhomboids. Just two more. Inhaling, keeping the weights floating. Breathe out and reach them back. Inhaling, floating down and reach them back. Okay, place them back to the floor you've lifted. Exhale then and press your hands into the floor and then squeeze the thighs together, keeping the weight on the ground, pressing into them with the palms of the hands and sliding your thighs to and fro. To, shoulder blades and fro. Breathe. Don't grip your bum. Use your pelvic floor. Use the inner thighs. Last one. And allow that to go. All right, final activity. Take the weights so that they're, I call it breaststroke prep type position. The weights are lined up with your ears, really. If you've got normal weights, cans, it doesn't matter, you're on the proud bit of them. Elbows are high. Legs can go a bit wider for this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push against the weights. Pull the shoulders away from the neck and extend, pressing into those weights. Inhale, exhale, pull your elbows back. Lay the abdomen down and press. Wing your elbows down a bit, yeah? Just pull them down. Breathe. Exhaling. Feel the length through the abdominal area. Breathe again. Release the weight. Exhale. You can almost roll with it. Shoulders, collarbones. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And allow one more. Breathe in. Armpits, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Upper thoracic extension, chasing away all of the old age posture unfitness, and coming down again to let that go. Quickly then, opposite range of motion, you'll take your body into the shell stretch, and in reaching through your weights, You can push and roll. Cans of beans are great for this, as are water bottles. The weighted balls, we do have some more that you could buy from the studio. And this can be done even without that. All I'm doing right now is massaging space and hydration, blood flow through the spinal column in the opposite range of movement. And then you'll exhale and find yourself up into kneeling. We'll finish this last bit off with what we call extension. So simply 3 or 4 times now, you're in your pelvic open hip, very similar to what you're doing on the floor. Shoulder blades are going to draw down the back. As you lean backwards, imagine the weights touching the ankles and then flow forwards. Exhaling, zip hollow. Don't force the move. If you keep your alignment and follow your breath, the move will find you. You'll never look like you have the same range as someone else. They may have a different posture and different muscle strength and dysfunction. Okay, people, that was your closing moment. Hopefully we've got 2 more workouts that are really useful to go bang bang together, but equally that you could self-select and end up with just the Pilates version or just the leg version because you need to shake yourself up and get yourself out of your head and into your body. It's great. We're going to be here every day, obviously Monday to Friday. I'm doing loads of training from Studio One-to-One, so forgive me if things seem a bit rushed. We will be speaking to you about Zoom at some point. We're just so busy right now. Anyway, lots of love to you all. Stay well, stay safe, avoid the COVID, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, Kat Tatlow. Great to see you in there. And Linda. Who else is in the room? Tell me, show me. Wendy, great to see you too. All right, girlies, and possibly Tom and Margaret. Well done. I hope that was really useful, Margaret. Sort your shoulder out, yeah? And Louise. Well, we're having a great time, and we'll see you all here again tomorrow. Exactly the same type of 20-minute moment. So live well, keep smiling, and brighten someone else's day up. Bye! Carol and Hannah, yes.